Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Black Mesa on hard difficulty. Now I think I remember what this area is about. Yeah.
Make sure you don't.
Damn it. Yeah, this is going to be tough. Those are one of the most annoying enemies in game. You're not going to actually see them that clearly until I actually kill them, which is kind of the point, because they do have like cloaking devices. I'm trying to create a situation in which they don't have a lot of points of entry, so that it's easier to actually, you know, kill them once they... Yeah, the crossbow is pretty effective at dealing with them, although I'm pretty dead. I'm kind of worried to enter this room because there is one room that sort of prick.
Warning. Vital signs critical. Seek medical.
Okay, I missed that last... now I have to redo it all again.
Make sure you don't.
Well, but that was a decent-ish strategy. I'm going to save here. Yeah, this freak. How are they shooting me from?
Warning. Vital signs.
Yeah, as I said, it's a decent strategy. I'm just shit at actually, you know, executing it. Just as I turned my back, which I guess was probably the point, right? I think there are 4 of them. Ah, she's on the other side of the door. That's a little bit retarded. I must say, I'm not impressed with the amount of bugs in this full release, especially because I think some of them weren't even in the mod version.
Blood loss detected.
Okay, I think there's one left. But before I try to deal with her, let's try to find some health. And so basically, those are like female Spec Ops assassins. And curiously enough, in the mod, there's a cool piece of continuity, because they actually use the boots that Chell uses in Portal to negate fall damage, which I guess explains how are they so agile and jumping around. And also, I don't think it exists in this version of the mod, but I think in the original Half-Life they actually had physics implemented to make their breasts jiggle, which was a little bit of a controversy, I think. And I'm going to, again, post links in the description to a video by a very cool channel that explains that and showcases that. He's dedicated to, you know, showcasing secrets and curious, interesting details about Half-Life. So there is that. There's a second one. I also think originally they were supposed to be armed with the crossbow that you are using, but it was deemed to be too dangerous, so and too difficult to counter, so they just changed it to a pair of pistols instead. I think there's one more somewhere around here, although maybe that's all of them. Either way, I definitely need to heal. Okay, I do remember that I need to flip some kind of a switch here. And that might actually bring more of them. I don't really remember. I do remember there was some kind of a variable here. Yeah, now this room does look very enticing, doesn't it? With the full HEV charger and the first aid station, and there's a reason for that. And the reason is this.
Medical attention.
Nice hit. That's the guy? Yeah. We got him. Alright, come on, give me a hand here. Jesus, this guy is heavy. Where are we taking this Freeman guy? Topside. For questioning. What the hell for? We got him. Why not just kill him now? And if they find the body? Hey, what body?
Morphine administered.
Much as I like Half-Life, I must admit that this moment always seemed very dumb to me because, well, let me first get out of the trash compactor. Because, first of all, even if the Marines wanted to destroy Gordon's body, there was nothing stopping them from doing that after they already killed him. You know, kill him and then dump the corpse into the trash compactor, which would obviously ensure that he would be unable to do what I've just done, which is escaping. But second, it seems to be rather inconsistent with their previous behavior, because they seem to not really care otherwise if somebody discovered that they killed all of the scientists, because they were literally doing it on the spot before and not really bothering to like bury the bodies or burn them or otherwise destroy them. I just want to check the other side, although I think there's nothing there. Yeah, so overall this moment feels very artificial and stupid, and I really feel like it could have been arranged in a different way. Even if they wanted to keep the trash compactors sequence somehow, then it could have been done differently to not make your enemies so so incompetent. But as you can see, I've lost all of my weapons, so now I have to collect them all again. This guy is almost like taunting you with this pipe because even though he used it as a weapon, you can't because you can only use the crowbar. Although I guess crowbar is a better weapon than a pipe. So it would only matter, it would only annoy me if I didn't have the crowbar. Now that I do, you can assume that Gordon is just more familiar with it and actually prefers it. Okay. Okay, I want to try and save the guard, although I'm not sure if it's possible because I think he might be scripted, yeah. He might be scripted to die so that he drops a pistol for you or something. Oh, but he doesn't, so... Well, maybe I could have saved him, but I don't know how could I have stopped the barnacle without having a ranged weapon, so... Now, this residue processing is probably one of the most hated chapters of Half-Life 1, and I can see why, which you yourself are going to... You either already know or are going to learn soon enough as well, but I don't think it's that bad, to be honest. Like, I understand it can be frustrating, but I wouldn't say it's horrible or anything. Basically, there's a lot of platforming in this chapter, which most people don't really enjoy, and to be honest, I don't either. Like, I think platforming in first person is seldom satisfying and is pretty difficult to execute properly, but it isn't that bad. As I said, it's definitely manageable. Is it a dead end? No, it seems so. That's where I came from, I think. Or was it? Okay, I'm kind of confused here. Did I overlook some vent or something? Perhaps, perhaps in the other room over here? Yep, that's exactly it. Yeah, so you can already kind of see what the gist here is. I think I need to go onto one of those pipes. Oh, apparently not. Let me think about it. Maybe this way? Okay, I straight up killed myself with it. Frick. But it's actually, it might be kind of almost borderline beneficial, because it allowed me to do that.
Vital signs are dropping.
Okay.
Major lacerations detected.
What's the point of going down there? Probably nothing, he says, as he drops down there anyway. Yeah, more jumping. I don't think you can actually enter this room. This Bullsquid is just for marveling at it.
Hazardous chemical detected. Seek medical attention.
Well, and here we have a giant heap of garbage. Because this part with the radioactive sludge was only an appetizer of sorts to the creme de la creme of this level, which is navigating conveyor belts and things like that, and also swimming in literal sewers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to jump down here, but then turn somewhere before I get, you know, drawn into like a what's the word? Meat? Well, it's not a meat grinder. It's a grinder of some sort, intended to grind garbage. I don't know if it has a proper name. But anyway. Okay, I'm kinda lost now. Yeah, I guess I was supposed to jump down. Maybe not. Because there is the giant grinder, so obviously it's probably not advised to jump into there. Okay, this is past it already, so... Well, I did come somewhere. Not yet sure if... Wait, did I go back? Again, I'm kinda lost. Right, I think I do need to go through here actually. Or do I? Maybe not, because again, it ends in a giant grinding machine, but apparently I can circumvent that. Okay, I did arrive somewhere. Seems like a reasonable enough place to be. Oh, that's a lot of things. So I'm definitely glad I went to this place. Even though it seems to be a dead end of sorts. It can't be. Like, I literally refuse to believe that. It very clearly seems to be important. It's interesting that each weapon actually has a unique sprinting animation. Okay, probably need to jump back here. Nope, I'm back where I was. I'm not quite sure what that means. I don't think I tried this. This just goes back here, and I was already here. So I'm walking in circles here. Oh, I don't think I was here actually. So there is that. Yeah, I did make some progress, actually. Man, imagine working in this place. Like, even back when it was still operational, it would have been pretty confusing. Not to mention, it's all grimy and dirty and probably smells really bad. No, what with all the sewage in your face. Slippery when wet, okay. This is all disabled. There's another Bullsquid down there. Have to be careful because it can end me. Well, it's actually two of them. It's more than I would have liked. Okay, I think I'm dead. Yeah, that was unwise. I think using a grenade against them might be a decent idea, especially because they are both close by.
Ammunition depleted.
Okay, that was literally pointless. Well, maybe not pointless, but still. It didn't work that well. Rick. What's the point of this? Ah, okay, it goes here. Okay, I still don't know what the point of this is. I think the point is literally nothing. Which is kind of annoying, but oh well. Because I think the switch over here actually enabled the conveyor belts. Oh no, it enabled something here, which in turn should enable the conveyor belts. Yeah. So this is basically what this frick. I reloaded by accident. This is what this level is mostly about. you have all kinds of weird implements to deal with the garbage, but in this scenario it's you who is the garbage. Okay, let me save here. Now... Frick. I'm not sure how to effectively deal with that, because it seems to be... I'm not sure if I can pause in between. Possibly I can. Maybe even should. Okay, I'm always a little too slow. Okay, and that is only the beginning, unfortunately. On the other hand, at the very least, I do know this level. Obviously, I don't remember every piece of it, but I do remember the general gist, so I'm perhaps a little less confused than I would have been otherwise. Now, there should be like a valve or something. Yeah. Okay, anything down here? No, actually, there was. So that's pretty cool. And now, back onto the conveyor belt I go. And into the garbage oven, or whatever it's called. It's probably called a garbage incinerator actually, but you'd think it would have a temperature of enough magnitude to not allow me to do what I've just done, which is run through it. Okay, now I'm actually a little bit lost here, I think. This goes back, doesn't it? I already was there, I think. Brick. Okay, that's... that's like majorly annoying. Yeah, and I guess I'm all the way back in the beginning now. Although, am I? I guess... yeah, I'm kind of confused here. I'm pretty sure I was here, but maybe that's wrong. I guess I'm going to learn that soon enough. Okay, I think I actually wasn't here. It's a bit of a pity I lost all that health, but at the very least I did progress. Eventually. Okay, there's a lot of ammunition. I would have liked some health though. And then again, it's my own fault for losing it so stupidly. Oh, it's actually the end of the chapter already. It goes back, it goes by a lot quicker if you know where you're going. Okay, this is actually in stark contrast to the previous chapter. I think this, the chapter that is going to start in just a second, is one of the coolest. Although I admit I don't know, like, the popular opinion on it. I'm just giving my own thoughts. Notice, you noticing this notice has been noted, already read one of those. I think there's something on the crates up here. The last bit over there. It's just grenades. Wasn't really worth it, but oh well. I wouldn't have known what's there unless I checked. Yeah, so basically, in this chapter called Questionable Ethics, you get to explore one of the newest parts of the facility that's all sleek and modern and, you know, and pretty. But what is not pretty are all of the experiments that they've been running on these Xen creatures, and you learn that, in fact, even though it seems that, you know, Earth has just been invaded by the aliens, in fact, it was Black Mesa personnel that has been experimenting on those very creatures for possibly for months before, and in quite cruel ways often, because, for example, here you have an Alien Grunt. It's actually a unique model because usually he has armor, but this one is obviously unarmored because he's a prisoner, and they've been subjecting him to gas, fire and electricity, basically probably trying to figure out how to most effectively kill it. And obviously, with this being a game and me being a half-mute crazy scientist, I am going to participate in those unethical experiments just because, you know, it's a... well, it sounds wrong to say it's cool. Obviously, it's not cool to run cruel scientific experiments, but if it's a game, then at the very least, you could say it's interesting. I guess gassing it is the least cruel thing, so... Actually, can I later, like, incinerate his body or something? Apparently not. I don't think I could have let it escape at this point. You're not meant to fight one of those yet. Superbus via inscientiae. That means something along the lines of superiority through science or through knowledge, something like that. Your pizza is ready for collection from the staff canteen. Now there is actually like a pizza conspiracy in this game, which, you know, it's a series of Easter eggs going on, and I don't quite get it. It's supposedly pretty complicated, but I'm going to post some materials about it in the description in case you're interested. Requested personal records returned from administration. Specimen today is ready for collection. Yeah, so it basically gives you some tidbits about what they've been doing before the resonance cascade, and you are going to see the remnants of the experiments and actually be able to participate in them yourself, as I've already kind of demonstrated. So for example here, they've been trying to utilize Snarks as ammunition. Creature appears to erode metal. Oh, no, explode after a period of time. Biological grenade? Yeah, that's actually something that happens to Snarks. Snark, yeah, they even named it. Popular or potential use as a biological weapon. Can we find a way to weaponize this creature? Yeah, and you can actually shoot Snarks here, because they've built like a cannon to launch them from, which is pretty bonkers when you think about it. I don't think it worked. Ah, right, you have to... Yeah, so there is that. There is also another G-Man sighting
Minor lacerations detected.
right here. I hope I don't miss it. Yeah, he's right there. And in a second he's going to straighten his tie, as he often does, and then walk away. Now, in this room you can also test some kind of a weapon. You can release a Bullsquid, and then you press this. Emergency Tesla discharge, so some kind of an electrical weapon, and it incinerates it. Well, incinerates it, disintegrates it would be probably better way to describe it, because it straight up disappears from the realms of reality. Okay, anything else here? Species appears to hold not only significant decomplacement of the... Okay, I don't understand that bit. And 110 increase in general brain capacity, but unusual neuron construction and synaptic pathways. So it's basically a dissection notes from dissecting, I think, another Bullsquid, because it's actually here on the table. Yeah, it's the remnants of another Bullsquid. And here is the locker room and the canteen. And there's also a guard. I somehow doubt that work is being carried out to resolve the problems at this point. Unless by that you mean that the grunts are simply killing everyone to keep it quiet, then I guess in a way you could call that resolving a problem if you're deranged. Okay, so there's a pizza. Is there something unusual about it? Where is the guard?
It ain't no good up there. It's all sealed off. The only way out would be to find someone with scanner access who can open the front door. I'm pretty sure there's a few scientists hiding out somewhere in the labs. Maybe with the both of us looking, we can track them down and get them to let us out of here.
Okay, come on.
Let's get this over with.
Yeah, so as I said, there seems to be some kind of a mystery involving pizza in this game, a little akin to sort of the running gag of cake in Portal, but I'm not quite sure what the details of that are, and I'm probably not going to be able to decipher all that on my own, so I'm going to just look up some materials and post them in the description in case you wanted to, take a look. Oh, wait. Okay, so all this time I've been bad-mouthing the developers, and I guess it always was a possibility to make the machine spill all of its content. I just didn't see it because I was standing right here, and Gordon drank it, as it were, immediately, and it disappeared. Because in Half-Life 1, the whole frame actually fell off, and the cans fell from here, not from the dispenser itself. So I take it back, actually. Good job. It's all my fault. I didn't notice that.
Hey, does this vest make me look fat?
Okay, I don't think there's anything here. Can't read that. Hmm. 80% of budget is on resources, 90% lab something. Why? What are blue? What does the... I can't really read that. Resources needs raise in budget. Pizza rations. B. That's a very significant piece of the budget, to be honest. Please stop stealing my pizzas. Specimen, Monday, Biodome.
Alright, let's get moving again.
Okay. I think I came from here, didn't I? It was just the next level. So apparently I didn't go through here after all. I was worried that... Okay, that's pretty stupid. Because I quick saved the same time. Frick. Okay, I would like to protect the security guard, just because I feel attached to him. Yeah, I quick saved at the same time that the next level loaded, so I was afraid that I actually quick loaded by accident, but it was not the case. Okay, I'll try to keep the security guard alive if I can.
Keep thinking you're about to say something profound. Let me get out of your way here.
Okay, save. Yeah, overall I'd say the additional dialogue really does add a lot to this game, you know. Even compared to the original, which was already obviously a legendary game.
Excuse me.
But even if you're very familiar with it, it's still cool to play this, because not only you can see the new environments, well, not new, but you know, the way they recreated them or changed them slightly, but you can also enjoy the new pieces of dialogue. Okay, apparently there's some kind of thing to be activated here as well. Emergency test or discharge. Ah, so there's just another one of those.
Perfect. Gordon.
Well, I'm doing something here. I'm conducting illegal and unethical scientific experiments. Okay.
I don't mean to rush you. We should get going soon.
Yeah, we're going.
Good shot. Reload, Dr. Freeman.
I think there's another one somewhere. Maybe not. What is he shooting at then?
Here, let me get out of your way.
I could have sworn I've seen another one. But it was kind of ironic how
No idea what we're doing.
the Vortigaunt appeared just as this board, you know, presents finding from a dissection of one. Wait, did they literally call those
Yeah. We
toofies?
should probably get going now.
I'm not sure that's a scientific term. This is a Bullsquid head, I mean the Hound Eyes head.
Do you think this is the right way out?
Okay, that's pretty ridiculous, because especially because I think that's some licensed character from like a cartoon or something, although I can't quite put my finger on it.
We should probably get our asses in gear, Doc.
Okay, now I have to be careful to try and protect the guard. By going first and letting them shoot me. Okay,
Oh,
I
pardon
think...
me, Doc.
Yeah, this way are the Alien Grunts. So... you can actually kill them, because that's the first time you encounter them. you can kill them quite easily by going into here, I think, unless it only works once, in which case I'm actually going to unleash them, and then I'll have to deal with them myself. Yeah, I think I've just done the... Oh, okay, but they're going to fight the Marines. So that's, you know, a passable solution, I guess.
Sorry, Doc.
Can I fire it again? But I think at this point they would be out of range, right? Yeah, probably. Well, I guess I'll have to deal with them myself, but I'll do it in the next episode because this one has been long enough, so... It's pretty freaky shadow because of the low quality of the hand. It almost looks like a claw. Yeah, that's all for this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!